You guys are the expert. What do you guys think?
I don't think so. I think now that both compositions are sort of set, the fact that TODAK isn't playing Melissa and opted to go for the Brody to scale for the later stages of the game, TODAK has much stronger engagement, has really good disengage and re-engage, but the same can be said about Team Hawk, right? It's going to boil down to whether or not this Lolita is going to get them into that position. I mean, look at their lineup. Steal and ult, go in with as a Black Dragon, use Dairoth to your advantage, while TODAK can disengage with a Wild Charge, use that real-world manipulation to set the tone of the game.
But what is for certain is that this is going to be a chaotic game. Both teams want to tussle, they want to fight. There is going to be blood spewed across the land of Dawn as TODAK wants to reclaim their place in this best of 7 grand final series against Team Hawk.
Team Hawk on the blue side once more against TODAK on the red side. Let's see if they do any, well, I don't know, a couple of cheese turnarounds here. Do they want to affect the side lanes very early on? And it looks like they do. Yumski is actually slowing down the top side, knowing that there's going to be some form of affection from Team Hawk.
That's such a good idea, using the Guardian's barrier to block the wave so that it can allow Momo to farm very safely under the confines of his tower. It is risky in some cases because it may allow the enemy to push into the tower and get a lot of gold shield, but they know that Panda's not going to be able to do that.
And this is why TODAK is really good at like controlling tempo here. The fact that they understand that Chiku naturally will be able to push out this lane faster than Mon, and as soon as Mint starts showing up into the lane, that's when Yumski matches him to make sure that nothing really changes in the game state. What I'm a little afraid of is what they are going to do on the bottom side of the map, because again, Yuzong into Esmeralda, it's 50-50, but very, very volatile. A single kill could predetermine the lane.
Absolutely, and that's exactly why Lola has to be quite careful, but I don't think I'm worried about Lola too much. He is a very good defensive player, especially on the Esmeralda, so it's going to be up to TODAK to put a lot of pressure onto the EXP lane, which I'm expecting they will do soon, because the turtle is coming up.
With that being said, let's see how they play around control over mid lane. 3 people hovering around, and I would expect Rival to look for initiation, maybe get a kill onto Mon.
Well, what's for sure is that the turtle, he's coming up in 5 seconds. TODAK, they definitely want to secure this. They know that they cannot allow Gary to snowball off of this. And because they know that the EXP lane is going to slightly be in their favor, they're trying to play... wow, that is so much damage! Min and Gary combo the Grok to death, but because they were in the mid lane, TODAK secured the turtle. Lola trying to stop them from retreating, but it's a little bit too late.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if I was in Yumski's position, I'd be like, why did they make a character who has a giant hitbox and doesn't even follow the hitbox with the Abysm Strike?
It's weird, isn't it? It's just so weird. But as of yet, I'm a bit curious to see what's the game plan, because it seems like Team Hawk and Team TODAK, they're just completely dodging each other's rotations. What's the setup they're looking for to actually start a clash? Because as of now, both teams just doesn't really want to fight. Why is this happening?
Well, TODAK, they know that Team Hawk is really good at disengages, but Team Hawk also understand that TODAK is really good at engages. So it comes to a point where you're looking for an opening where somebody wastes an ult. And more importantly, I think the flexibility goes on Team Hawk because of the Valentina that they can steal ults.
Oh, the Wild Charge gonna find 2! And instantly Rival as well as Yumski taken out of the equation. Chiku just barely managing to escape the Numenon Blast with his flicker as Team Hawk finds 2.
Told you, the flexibility of this Valentina. Looking for these openings is the name of the game, and TODAK have to respect it more often than not.
It's very, very interesting to see how it's all about timings and catching people off guard. But as of yet, TODAK, they're playing very, very safe. It seems like they're just playing around Chiku again down towards the middle stage of the game. While Team Hawk, I don't know, it seems like their objectives, they are going to be focusing on Momo for a top side.
They're not going to be able to get it though. They were hoping that he wouldn't clear the wave so quickly and allow Min to jump in from the back line, but unfortunately, as you can see, that plan did end up failing. What is important though is that they have control over the river for the next turtle coming in 15 seconds.
Panda's actually rotating down to the mid lane to fast clear it with Nibiru's Passion. They might look to set up for a potential dive off top.
And the Grok is in position. Looks like Yumski, though, gonna get scouted out by Min, so no sneaky wild charges as Lola going to be the target. Real world manipulation, dropping him real low. Rival wants this kill, and Lola cannot decide which way to go. So the Petrify secures the kill, but Team Hack, they're gonna get started on the turtle in exchange. Gary, he'll be able to get this with Retribution easily, so TODAK trade for their orange buff. Now the Numenon Blast gonna be kind of wasted by Min up here top.
Yeah, it's in a weird direction, not in the right place, but they just play around Panda. They want to make sure he gets ahead as quick as possible.
Man, he's looking for something, but he knows that they'll be able to clear the way fast enough. He can't get the wild charge.
Now, as of yet, I'm really surprised that TODAK decide not to actually go for the engagement, considering that Yumski is such a annoying Grok. Could it possibly be because he's just afraid of this Valentina, or is it just TODAK not playing their comfort state? Because this is not the TODAK I was expecting coming into the Grand Finals.
Well, let's keep in mind that Grok is the only one that can actually negate the CC. He has a passive as long as he sticks close to a wall to protect himself against it. But the rest of his team doesn't have that same kind of ability, right? Lolita, as soon as that Numenon Blast comes down, even though Grok isn't stunned, the rest of his team won't be able to follow up.
Oh, Yumski gonna be forced to use the wild charge, and Man gonna waste it too. The flicker from Yumski keeping him alive from the Abysm Strike. And now Team Hawk may be in a bad position. Guardian Spirit gonna block them off. Abysm Strike gonna miss onto Yumski as here comes Formaze. The dragon has arrived and he is threatening Team Hawk. Finds the Petrify, but Min will flicker away. Real manipulation will be cancelled instantly as Numenon Blast will push TODAK back.
A nice angle coming in from TODAK, but unfortunately could not capitalize, but they do get battle spells. Let's see if they can find the setup again.
Chiku, he's in danger. Flicker not gonna save him. The final shot from Panda. Nibiru going to secure the kill, and TODAK will have to return to the base in shame.
That's unfortunate. But just when you think that TODAK gets what they are looking for and tries to set it up again, Momo greeds out for the wave. Team Hawk punishes.
What is going on? It seems like TODAK, they don't feel like they're having a lot of confidence trying to ego check Team Hawk every single fight. Like normally in yesterday's games, we would see TODAK kind of just run across the map. Even in game 1 as well, we saw a lot of confidence, but now it seems like they're just dodging Team Hawk completely. But Formaze down bottom seems to be not wanting to fight again.
Yeah, he has to use the Black Dragon form to escape as Man steals away Wild Charge. Again, TODAK has to be wary of this. Turtle gonna be the next objective of contention. Gary will pull it over to his side to take it more easily as Panda takes the tower down bottom easily. Formaze gonna be forced to go back to base. He doesn't have Black Dragon form, but oh Lola, he jumped into a bad spot, gets caught up by Wild Charge, and Man gets the 3-man Wild Charge, stopping the real world manipulation and giving Gary the killing spree onto Yumski.
Ideally, Yumski shouldn't have died there. He did have his flicker up, but look on the top side. Momo has been free pushing this entire time, being able to scale back up in the game and actually catching up with Panda. But Formaze ends up dying on the bottom side. Team Hawk, every single time you think TODAK take one step forward, Team Hawk take two further.
Yeah, but at the same time, somehow TODAK, they're able to balance off the economy for now, and Momo on the top side seems to be left alone. But it seems like he's doing pretty okay, and I'm not exactly sure, considering that the amount of objectives that TODAK has lost, the economy-wise, it's still favoring towards Team Hawk, but it's not that far apart, which is kind of surprising. I was expecting more heading towards Team Hawk's direction.
Well, I would agree with that, but that just shows you how TODAK kind of wants to balance out the gold more often than not. Team Hawk, at this stage of the game, they really don't have to do too much. They're waiting for TODAK to make that first move and then look to punish.
So far, Team Hawk, though, they have been doing a pretty excellent job right now of manipulating the macro, all things considered. And TODAK, oh, Yumski, though, going for the flicker. He gets the wall charge. Numenon Blast gonna stop him as the real world manipulation gonna cut off Team Hawk, but it might not be the best. Min gonna be forced back under the tower, so TODAK will get one in exchange as now Lola gonna be dropped down real low and taken out of the equation. TODAK, they trade up. They're looking for the tier 1 mid. Nibiru's passion gonna clear up the wave, so Team Hawk keeps it alive for now. Momo, he has to flicker away as Man went a little bit too far, and Rival gets the shutdown.
I can't believe it. Min accidentally hit the wrong target with the charge. He was supposed to cancel the real world manipulation. He already used his Numenon Blast, so he literally had a single target stun that he could have used on towards Chiku, but unfortunately went on to the wrong target, and then Man gets baited out by how low Momo was, desperately looking for some gold back.
Formaze, he's in danger here. Abyssal Strike actually gonna find him. But now, here comes Yumski, here comes Rival. Wild Charge, only gonna find Gary, but Rival gonna chase down the Beatrix, not allowing her to escape. Numa Blasto onto 3 members! Gary gets the uncontrollable streak by taking out Momo.
That's pretty crazy how long that Numenon Blast stun was. Gary was free hitting for so very long. A fully charged Numenon Blast is not to be shunned upon.
Lola is zoning out the rest of TODAK. Real world manipulation gonna threaten him right here, but Man gonna cancel it with the wild charge. Nicely done. Gary still on top of the Lord. He's gonna focus on it, not even participating in the fight. Chiku dropping real low, but so is Man. Gary gets the monster kill onto Yumski, but Rival picks up the kill onto Man. Numenon Blast finds him in the backline. Gary secures the Lord. Formaze coming in with Black Dragon form onto Lola. Gets the Petrify, but not good enough. Is Panda snipe Chiku in the back line. Rival just barely escapes by the skin of his teeth, but the same cannot be said for Formaze as he feeds a double kill to Panda.
Dang, Panda still got it, weaving the bullets to get Formaze at the very end. Well, I mean, we thought Beatrix was out of meta for the most part of it. It's just the player, not the hero.
Yeah, now I'm a little bit curious to see how things is going out because it seems like TODAK, they're fighting for
Oh,
an opportunity,
Yumski!
but Yumski.
He gets the wild charge, he secures one, but here comes Lola jumping in the backline. Numenon Blast into the wild charge on the 2 members of TODAK. Where did they go? They are gone. A double kill in the pocket of Gary. They will steal the purple buff as a reward.
What a nice setup coming in from Min, and with the Lord pushing in, they could get an inhibitor for free.
Up Team Hawk, they're pushing in. This could be another victory for them, and TODAK is still waiting for the rest of the team to come back. Both ultimates gonna be popped out to zone Team Hawk out, and it looks like they will be able to successfully get rid of them from the confines of their base.
Well, they didn't want to risk it against Chiku. If they look to rush, there was a good chance that TODAK spawns back and pushes them out, turning the tides into TODAK's favor. Again, the score right now 15-6, but the gold is only 4.4k away.
Yep. But Team Hawk, they're gonna continue on the pressure. They know they have the lead over TODAK. 4k net worth difference. They're gonna leave TODAK with only 1 external tower left.
Yep, it's very, very weird to see how things is going on here coming from TODAK's favor. I saw a little bit of glimmer of hopes coming from TODAK, but it feels like they're still waiting up on Chiku, and as of yet, I feel like Chiku is pretty much the core winning factor for TODAK because he's pretty much the only magical damage output. But I think Team Hawk, they kind of realize this, they don't really want to give him any free farms, and you can see TODAK is just risking themselves to actually come out of the map, which is kind of surprising.
Well, honestly, I want to see what the item build so far is. Like, where is Lola in his item progression? I think Man's in a good spot. Gary probably almost at his full build. Same goes to Panda as well. So it really comes down to whether Lola has enough items to actually face check TODAK. And you got to remember, there's 2 people on the side of Team Hawk who want to cancel out the real world manipulation coming out of Chiku. So that ult timing is going to be vital.
Yeah, it does seem like TODAK are being put in a rough spot right now where their teamfight positioning is just very unclear because of the way that Team Hawk likes to initiate and control the flow of how the battle is progressing. So TODAK looks like they're trying to go for a bait play here, see if they can catch out maybe Lola rotating, but they're not gonna find the correct bush.
Oh.
They may walk into an ambush themselves. Min gets the stun onto Yumski, but he realizes this is an ambush. They cannot afford to risk this. He gets blocked by the wall, but that is just a tank, so he is fine. Formaze jumping in. Black Dragon form gets the Petrify onto the Lolita, but he's the one who eats it. And Lola, 4-man falling Star Moon in the backline, completely disrupting the flow of TODAK's team fighting. Yumski left by his lonesome Gary will be able to clean him up as the rest of his team chasing down Chiku. Guys, left by himself. Momo and Rival can do nothing but watch and run.
Oh, TODAK were so desperate there. They shouldn't have done it. They couldn't find the initial engage from Formaze. They got good cancels, but right now, it's Team Hawk. Let's see if they can finish this off.
Yup, they'll take the mid inhibitor. They do still have a wave, but they know that TODAK is going to be respawning very, very soon. So wisely, they will go for the Luminous Lord instead.
I like the safe play coming out from Team Hawk there, but man, if there was an instant replay, the Numenon Blast gets canceled, the real world manipulation gets canceled, while 4 people get caught by that falling Star Moon from Lola. Everybody is playing at their tip-top shape.
Now, speaking of how things is actually escalating from side of TODAK, it seems like they've made another blunder again. They've got all these AoEs to actually set up against Team Hawk, but when it comes to priority targets, what's the win condition from side of TODAK? Because obviously, focusing on Panda is going to be the way to go, but what do they need to escalate? Because it seems like they just don't seem to find a way to dish out damage.
I think at this point in time, 4Maze really needs to just get on top of Panda to allow Yupski the space that he needs to cancel out the right abilities, right? Because again, the counter engage from Team Hawk is just so very strong. But all this considered, they need to first deal with the first issue. It's Lord.
Yep, Luminous Lord pushing in mid-wave. The last inhibitor will fall into the hands of Team Hawk as Lola doing an excellent job again of just buying time. But TODAK, they have a lot of damage, so the Lord will fall. But Team Hawk are looking for more. Man gets the wall charging and Human Manipulation doesn't stop them from picking up Momo. Black Dragon form does not matter as Panda chases down 4Maze while Man and Gary distract the other side.